G'day everyone, Jack Rowden here from LiteHaus International. You may remember us from back on June the 1st, where we actually managed to raise $44,100 in little over an hour at the Funding Network live event. What an amazing and incredible achievement. We're so grateful to everyone for your support. So what have we been up to since? It seems like a lifetime ago since we gathered in lockdown on Zoom for that very special event. All the funds that night have gone towards our digital inclusion program, providing students across rural, regional and remote Australia with their own personal digital device. Now, since that night, we've done two very significant trips right across rural, regional and remote Queensland, up to Western Cape York, and then also across the Gulf country and Cairns as well. We've actually been able to deliver about 270 devices to students in communities such as Normanton State School, Ravenshoe, Cairns, Doomadgee, Cowan-Yama. These are communities that, for some of them, in the case of Doomadgee and Cowan-Yama, are 1,000 kilometres away from a major metropolitan centre such as Cairns or Townsville. So these students, they need access to the digital world because that means access to the wider world, the outside world, and all the opportunities that come with it. I want to share with you one story from the Normanton State School, in fact, where when we first visited there, only 4 of 40 students in the secondary cohort had access to a personal digital device at home, access to the digital world at home. So we actually came in and we provided every single student there at Normanton with their own personal digital device. And there were some kids there saying that was the best day they had ever had at school, which is just fantastic. But more importantly, interest in tech has grown in Normanton. Speaking to their Deputy Principal, Mark Quadrio, while we're fishing for Barra at the Norman River just recently, he was telling me that the tech club, the computer club at school was once upon a time not very popular, just sort of a background activity. But since we've come in there and provided students with an opportunity to engage in the digital world, there's now 10 members. Remember, only a school of 40, but 10 members at the school in the computer club. This is the sort of impact that we're having right across Australia. Since we met in June, we've also been able to provide 100 students across Victoria and New South Wales who did not have a digital device to learn on during COVID. How are students supposed to homeschool when they don't have a digital device? How are they supposed to access online learning when they don't have a digital device? Well, we changed that reality for 100 Indigenous students across New South Wales and Victoria. So in total, since we met in June, we provided 370 students across Australia with their own personal digital device. Unfortunately, the digital divide still runs rampant and we still need your help. So have a look around, have a look on your shelves at home, go down to work and ask, what do we do with our digital devices? More than 500,000 computers every year are ending up in landfill in Australia, while we still have this huge digital divide. At LiteHaus International, we're changing that. So if you can donate some digital devices, please get in touch with us. But in the meantime, we'd like to say a very heartfelt thank you to the Funding Network and all the donors out there that made such an incredible night for the 3 charities that were supported there, and also the many others that have had a share in the $18 million that the Funding Network has raised so far. An incredible organisation. Thank you very much.